Hi guys, Esper here. I've had a couple of requests just to do a 5x5 walkthrough solve, so I thought I'd just record this quickly. I'm going to put the scramble I'm following in the description if you want to follow along. Just a quick disclaimer, I average kind of 130, 125 on 5x5, so I'm not world class by any means, but a couple of people wanted to improve and wanted to see how I solve 5x5. So the first thing I'm seeing on this scramble is that well, it's not great. I can see I've got a couple of 1x2s on white, so I can probably make my first 1x3 fairly easily. I'm going to attach one of these edges to the center and then attach these two 1x2s. So I'm going to do that like this. So I'm going to take this and insert it, do a U2 and put that in, and then this one's lined up to go in. That's my first 1x3. I'll put that on the bottom and try not to rotate. And then I've got the last three pieces here. So I'm going to just bring that up like that and connect them. And then the last one here, put that in. And I'm just checking the back. I'm going to bring up this edge, which is perfect. Now I can see I can add this 1x2 here to make a square. And this corner, when you've got this kind of fish shape, is perfect. If you find a loose edge by itself, you can just kind of insert it in a 3-mover like that to make your 1x3. And then here I'm just rotating on the side to make the last bar, so I can see my last three pieces are here. So I'll line them up like that, put them all together and insert. Now when I do white first and yellow second, I like to just keep it oriented like this to see if I can make any yaw edges before I rotate. So I can see two red ones already. So what I'm going to do is bring them into the middle slice and pair them like that. And I'm looking to see if I can find the last one. I can't see it from where I am, so I'm going to do a Z rotation and start edge pairing normally. So there's the first one. The next pair I'm seeing is these two orange ones, and I can see the last one here. So if I bring that like this, I can pair them up. It's opposite from red. These two greens are together, so I'll look for the last piece. It's here at the back, and I'll insert that. And then I make all four yaw edges before moving on to centers. So I'll make the last one here like this. And then I'm going to keep this at the side preserved. I can already see I've got this great P shape on the orange, which is great because you can just in 3 moves make that into a T. Ignore this corner. And then you can attach the edge that's completed and you'll never have to worry about it again. So here I'm going to use this edge to complete the T into a 1x3. And then I've got this last bar to finish off the orange center. On green, when I see an arrow shape like this, I prefer to just use 3 moves to make it into a line. Makes it easier to deal with. And then I've got two pretty easy cases to make the other bars. So there's one and the other one. When I've got this, I'll go back a bit. When I pair this up, instead of just breaking it down and then inserting it, what I'll do is I'll make that into a 2 move and then U2, and then that kind of cancels a couple of moves. It's quite useful. And then here on the red one, when you've got this kind of fish shape again, I'm going to pair it with this single edge. And then that sets up this last case, this last 2 edges case. You should know all of your last 2 edges cases, last 2 centers cases. If you don't, just look them up. But this is a very easy one. Just looks like this. And I'm going to rotate and insert the last cross edge, align it if I need to, and go on to edge pairing. And now the first thing I'm seeing is this green and yellow edge. So I'll pair those two together. I don't see the other one in the top, so a quick glance to the back, there it is. And then before I just take this out and insert it with something else, I'm going to look what's on the left. So I see these two actually already together, and the last one's here, which is very convenient for look ahead. So I'll insert that so that they're ready to be paired up. Look on the right, I can see the yellow and blue here. So I'll insert that with F moves, so I can pair them. Here's the other one. And again, before I take this out, look on the left. I see the orange and green, we'll go with this one up here. So I'll put that in, and I'll look for the last one, which is here at the back. I have accidentally made this pair, but I'm just going to ignore it because I wouldn't normally notice that during a solve. So I've just done that. As it's the last edge, I can just take it out with whatever, and then fix the centers. And then what I immediately do is take out the back 2 pairs. I know some people like to solve the back 2 pairs, but I don't focus on making 2 F2L edges when I'm doing edge pairing. I just make the first 4 edges I see. So in this case, I do actually have 2 F2L edges, but they're diagonals from each other, so it wouldn't work. So I just take out the back two so I can see all 4 unsolved edges. Now the first thing I'm seeing is this yellow and red. So I'll pair them like that. And before I insert, I'm going to look at what I'm actually putting in there. I don't want to break up this orange and yellow, so I'm going to put in the other pair. And now I see this blue and orange. So I'll flip that over, put that in, and flip back. And then fortunately, I've got no parity. So this is just a slice, flip, slice on the last 2 edges. And then we're on to 3x3 stage, which should be fairly self-explanatory. The first pair I'm looking at is this green and red. So I'll insert that into the back. I see green and orange here. I saw this blue and orange, but I see it has a rotation, so I'm immediately looking for another pair, but this also has a rotation. So I'm going to do the red and blue, and then this orange and blue, like so, OLL, oops, and then PLL. That was awful execution, but I hope that's helpful, and you can get something out of that. Again, I'll put the Scramble in the description, and yeah, thanks for watching.